Today, we're going to be talking about the top 2 things Congress is going to do to try to stop the pistol brace rolling. Let's go ahead and talk about it. What's up, Wolverines? Have you ever had one of those days where you feel like doing nothing? Well, that is today, but I have stuff to do, including telling you about my top 2 things that Congress can do to combat the pistol brace rolling. Do I think either one will be successful? Probably not this year, but we need to talk about it anyway. The first thing that we need to talk about is the Congressional Review Act, also known as the CRA. The CRA is a method that allows Congress to disapprove regulations that is enacted by government agencies, including our favorite one, the AFT. Basically, it's an act that gets introduced by a member of Congress. In this case, it's Representative Andrew Clyde, who is introducing the bill in the House of Representatives. And I think it will pass the House of Representatives, and I'm pretty sure that they will get a vote on it. From there, it will go to the Senate. And unlike regular laws, a CRA does not require a supermajority. Basically, it's immune for the filibuster. Also, you can pass it with 50 members of Congress. So if 50 members of Congress back it, we can get this passed into the president's desk. There are several different Democrats that are vulnerable and can be pushed into backing the CRA. One that comes to mind is Joe Manchin of West Virginia. We can push him because he is claiming that he is pro-gun. So if we can get him on board, we can get this to the president's desk. But we all know that President Biden will veto the bill, and there is definitely not enough votes to override it. Okay, so that's the CRA. But our best chance is the Short Act. And before you say we never can get this passed and the president will never sign it, let me explain. The Short Act stands for Stop Harassing Owners of Rifles Today Act. And that was spearheaded by Republican from Kansas, Roger Marshall. He is joined by John Kennedy, who is an awesome guy, by the way, and Andrew Clyde in the House. What this bill would do is take the NFA and break off SBRs, SBSs, and AOWs. Basically, SBR is a short-barreled rifle, SBS is a short-barreled shotgun, and AOW is a catch-all that's any other weapon. Basically, if you have like a wallet with a hole in it with a gun, or a gun that looks like a pack of cigarettes, which I did see on the ATF website. I'm going to put a picture right now because it is public domain. You guys can go to the ATF website and check out all these weird sorts of guns. It's one of the only things I like about the ATF website is that I can see really unique pictures of firearms. So, will the Short Act pass? No. Even if it did, it will get vetoed. It will definitely not get through the Senate. It will get through the House, I believe, but I don't think it will get through the Senate because we don't have the votes to override a veto there. So what is the point of introducing a bill that won't get passed? Okay, this is how the sausage is made. Bills are usually never passed on the first time they are introduced. They are introduced over and over and over again to build support and to get co-signers. And the hope is that Republicans will capture both chambers of Congress and pass a pro-gun bill. I know that's a lot to ask, and before any of you in the comments get mad at me, I understand that Republicans had 2 years to pass pro-gun bills under Trump and did absolutely nothing. I am well aware of that, and that is where you guys come in. We need to start pressuring our elected representatives now. The more pressure we can put on now, the more co-sponsors we can get added to the bill, the more people we can get to vote for the bill. So when the time is right and the Republicans have control of the House and Senate and the White House, which I think they probably will within the next 10 years, then we can get them to pass this bill and dismantle part of the NFA. I would really, really love to see the whole entire NFA go away, but that isn't too realistic right now. The NFA going away via act of Congress is not going to happen. There's no way that they will deregulate machine guns. There is a chance in the courts, But I don't see it happening in Congress anytime soon unless there is a monumentous shift, which I'm not really convinced will happen. So we got to take it apart piece by piece. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, and that's how we go after the NFA. One act at a time. All right, guys, that is it for me. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to do a video here shortly, not today, probably not tomorrow either, but shortly showing you my top 5 guns that I own, my top 5 favorite guns, just to break up the monotony of all these political videos. And I think it would be pretty cool. No, I will not be inserting magazines or screwing anything onto them, but I will be showing you my top 5 guns. And one of my guns is not even a magazine driven gun. It is a Henry. So you have to wait and see about that. All right, guys. I love you very much. Stay ever vigilant. Stay ever free. Keeping the fight. I'm out of here. Wolverines, motherfucker.